Boom, record on this computer. So yeah, what's up everybody? What is going on? If you haven't already, post into the chat. We are going to do a little giveaway today. Little $20 giveaway, get the week started. So we'll get into that later into the call. And welcome to another Sunday Market Blitz, June 14th. You know, this is going to be a big week coming up. We're definitely excited. We're definitely excited for this week, for everything that's about to go down. I just want to pop into the Zoom real quick, or to the Discord. You know what I'm saying? This is where you guys should be at, public. Feel free to ask any questions in here. If you're new to the Discord, just come to welcome. Please read through everything in this channel. This goes over what each channel is used for. You know what I'm saying? And then go to the start here. If you're interested in our cheapest, product, premium signals, you can come in here. It's only $7 one time. You get our analysis for the week. We post analysis every day. If you're interested in that. And then the other free ones are the memes. Drop a meme if you want to. Forex, this is where you should be talking, dropping charts. And then analysis, we just posted all of our analysis, so you guys should be reviewing that. And that's what we're going to go over. So I'm going to pass it along to Nick. He's going to get started, get right into it, with DXY. And then, from there, we can just kick it off.
Let me share.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, guys, what's going on? As you know, we start off every live session taking a look at DXY, simply because it's the strength of the US dollar. Oh, this is gold. I'm sorry. Hold on one second. All right, so we start off with DXY because the US dollar. It makes up for 80% of all trade. It is considered the reserve currency of the world, and it does affect most of the market. So it's always a good idea to pop in, see what's going on with DXY. Right now, we're on the 4-hour time frame, kind of a medium time frame. So it'll give us a good idea of what we can expect in the next few days and into this week. All right, so off the bat, let's go ahead and jump to the daily, get an overall sentiment like we like to do. If we zoom out, we can clearly identify that this is very bullish, right? Rising channel, very, very bullish. So let's go ahead and see over here. Let's drop to the 4-hour actually. We've established sentiment. Now we're gonna look at the 4-hour. We saw some consolidation after this big ass Corona spike, right? So this is pretty much irrelevant because this is strictly driven by news. So this is all speculation, and then price action just went sideways for a while. It was consolidating, which actually gave the market a pretty good chance to recover for the most part, establish some structure, get some good normal market movement throughout other pairs. So that's what this was. This is all consolidating in here, just bouncing between this range 101.98.5. And then as things started to get priced in, news started to come out again, we saw the dollar kind of slide off, started to depreciate a little bit. We have this pretty steep bearish channel on the 4-hour here. And it just all went all the way down to our monthly support here. So this was pretty much our last level of support. If we zoom out to the daily again, we can see why this was such a key level. Monthly support, look left. It held many, many times as resistance and turned into support. And was actually a very key level right at 96 flat. So we saw a bounce happen right here, which is a good sign because it shows that this overall bullish trend is still in effect. If we did see this monthly break significantly and then a lower high formed over here, continued down, this would have been a huge potential for this to drop all the way down to the weekly. But we did see the bounce. So we're starting to look to see if this is going to be a confirmed bullish transition. So this is only a 4-hour time frame. Again, it still has a little bit to prove. So our short-term forecast is kind of just up to the bottom of this range around 98.5. Very likely, it's looking like it's got the momentum right now. We got some good, strong bullish volume. We saw this lower high here break, so we're looking to get some higher lows in this area, followed by some strong bullish setups off these EMAs or off these MAs here. That would then continue with this transition, this bullish transition. So this would be nice to see. So I am pretty much short-term bullish on US dollar, especially since how it reacted. It pretty much, price action stopped at this monthly so sharply because look how steep this is. This has a lot of momentum, this bearish channel here. And then price action just started going sideways, and then it completely bounced at this monthly. It almost closed at the pip, which is a good sign. And we just got that huge transition in price, transition from sellers to buyers. And now we're looking to go back up to 98.5. So this is looking pretty good so far. Short-term bullish on US dollar. So now we've established what's going on with the dollar on the 4-hour. we can proceed to other pairs and take a look and see if any of this makes sense, right? So let's move over to AUD USD. We'll go to the daily here. Again, we always want to establish sentiment, which is still very much bearish. So we have this huge bearish channel here, right? Then we had this huge drop off. Again, this is, Corona news. And then price action came right back. But this is still bearish because this was a lower high, and now price action is just meeting that prior lower high. So this is just a test of this area. We haven't broken a lower high on this daily time frame. This is not a transition to the upside. This was merely a giant 100% retracement, right, to this monthly level here. So there's a lot of confluence in here. This level did hold. So let's go ahead and drop down to the 4-hour and see what's happening. More recent price action. So again, at this monthly, we saw price action kind of start to stall a little bit. So like, look how fast this rose. Huge, huge, huge momentum, right? Price action starts going sideways. These candles start becoming smaller. We start getting more bearish candles. MA cross happens, more exhaustion. So this is a slowing of the bullish trend on this time frame, right? And then we get a double top, huge exhaustion. This was actually a new spike. It kind of just accelerated this double top, gave us one last push of exhaustion, maybe stopped out some people if they had entered on this reversal here. So this was the last bit of price action pushing to the upside. Again, found huge rejection at this monthly zone and then fell down, right? Double top. This was a little bit of a supporting trend line. It had broke. And then we had this structure level at 0.69 break, came back for a retest. And now we're looking to go short again. So what we want to see is either just strong bearish setups. So strong bearish candles right now in the next, few candles on this time frame. And then we're going to target lower towards 0.675, or we want to get another test of this structure level at 0.69, maybe a double top, evening star, more exhaustion, lower time frame, lower high, followed by more bearish setups, something like that to confirm that this is going to continue lower. Okay, so we're just looking for confirmations at this point. So let's say price action does pull back. Let's say we get that second test of 0.69, something similar to this, right? A double top on this time frame. We want to see that. This would be a 150 pip range. Not bad. Not bad at all. Definitely a good amount of pips. Stop loss would probably be up here around 50 pips, maybe a little bit higher. Nonetheless, definitely a $2 risk reward. It would actually look like this. I'll just throw it on here. So let's call it 150, right? So you could be 70 pips, 60 pips outside. You want to protect yourself. So it would make sense to have our stop loss protected by this structure level, protected by these moving averages, protected by this supporting trend line, which would now be a resisting trend line. So this would make a lot of sense. 2.25, 2.27 risk reward, great trade opportunity, right? And then obviously we'll play it. Once we get to this zone, we'll take a look at both potential scenarios, either a bounce or a continuation through this, or a break and then retest, right? On a more major level, if this were to happen. And then we enter on a lower high, followed by strong bearish setups, target lower towards our weekly, and so on. Okay, so that's what we're looking for right now. Definitely bullish on this. Just by the way this is looking, this was a nice clean transition, break of support, test of resistance, strong continuation pattern. Okay, that's what we're looking at on AU. Let's move ahead onto AJ. Okay, very, very similar off the bat. Let's just go 4-hour back and forth. This is AU, right? Break of support test as a retest. Break of a neckline, came back as a retest. So similar, very, very similar, okay? Let's go to the daily, establish sentiment, see if it's still in line with our bias. Okay, very, very bearish, as you can see, right? Huge bearish channel. Again, this was our lower high on this higher time frame. Price action's nearly reaching that again. It's just testing the zone around this monthly again. This was Corona news, 100% retracement, as you can see in this 4-hour bullish trend. So we did see a strong reversal from this monthly, which was a great sign. Let's go ahead and drop time frames. Get a little bit closer to price action, current price action. So this was a trade we put out last week, okay? This was a head and shoulders. This is the left shoulder. This is the head. We saw this transition happening, and we entered on the right shoulder, which was also a flag pattern on a 1-hour. So there was a lot of confluence in this area. It played out perfectly. We entered exactly as this candle closed outside the flag. Right after this huge exhaustion happened, this large wick, which also again was news implemented. So this was, a little fake out, pushed up. That was the end of the buyers. They exhausted, and the sellers took over, and price action fell. We caught this move all the way down to our trend line, right? And then this was TP5. So we actually closed right down here at 72.60, I believe it was. Yeah, 72.60 is where we closed. And that was a really, really great trade. I think it was like 220 pips. That worked out fine. And then it came back and tested the neckline. So we're still short on this. We're looking for short opportunities in this area. To make this more clear, I'm going to put a zone on it for you guys right in here. Okay, so it came back for the retest. As you can see, a little bit too big. There we go. So it broke the support, came back, tested as resistance. Now we're same as AU. We're looking for strong bearish setups at current price action or another test of this trend line, the MAs, and also this this zone here. So we're definitely looking short on this. We're looking to get down to this 61.8 fib level first, which is 71.7. That's the level right where this 200 EMA is, and potentially lower if we continue to see these lower highs, plus bearish setups. We're just going to be entering on that confirmation, and we could potentially get all the way down to this weekly around 70 flat. So this is a huge amount of pips. Again, AJ moves a lot, so your stop loss is going to be bigger than normal. Your TP is going to be bigger than normal. So just down to the weekly, we're looking at over 400 pips. That's a lot. You know, AJ, again, it's very, very volatile. But again, you know, it's more about percentage risk than pips. So this is what this trade would look like if we got another entry opportunity. Let's say we get a lower high on a 1 hour. We'll protect ourselves probably with 100 pips outside of this resistance level, this neckline. Again, outside the MAs, you want to protect yourself. So that's why we're choosing that level. And then we'll target all the way down to this weekly. Almost a 4-0 risk reward. Actually, it would be if we just do 400 pips. 4-0 risk reward, absolutely great trade. This has a lot of potential this week, so keep an eye on it in the analysis channel. Looking very, very good, very clean, great structure. Simply just riding the trend and following price action. Okay, so that's AJ. Next, we got EU. Okay, so this one's we've been waiting on this one a little bit. We actually didn't see anything that we liked last week. It was still kind of playing out. This pair has been a little bit slower on you know, giving us a clear direction as to where it's going. So let's go ahead and jump to the daily for a second. Very, very bearish. Huge bearish channel. Just look how wide this channel is. So much volume. Very, very bearish. Again, this huge spike here is kind of irrelevant because it is Corona. And then we saw some consolidation, then price action broke out of this, you know, giant descending channel. So we're going to drop to the 4 hour for a second, and I'll go over this ranging that had happened. So right after Corona, price action went sideways. It ranged a little bit, gave us some good opportunities in here. You can trade a ranging market if it's wide enough and if you get enough confirmations. So we did that, but then it finally broke to the upside. Again, as price action was, you know, coming in, getting priced into the market. I'm sorry, what was it? Negative news for the U.S. dollar was being priced into the market finally. So the U.S. dollar was depreciating. So in this pair, we saw, you know, EU rise. Okay, so that's what this huge push is here. We were expecting price action to get a little bit higher before running out of steam around this monthly resistance level at 1.15, but it did reverse, you know, a little bit before that, right around 1.14. That's where we saw, you know, kind of the wicks to the high here, 1.14, and then it reversed. But, you know, how strong is this reversal? We still need to see a little bit more to confirm that we're looking at bearish setups. So, you know, we are kind of going sideways right now. We are at a low, but we still haven't broken this support yet. So 38.2 is still technically holding. We want to see significant closure below, then a retest of this level. So broken support, turn resistance, followed by more bearish setup. So a nice engulfing, confirming this lower high, you know, evening star, more exhaustion, something like that. We want to give it a chance also for these MAs to catch up, give us more confluence in that area, then give us confidence in taking a short position on this. So we just want to see a little bit break below, some significant closure, leaving no doubt that this 38.2 level would be broken. Again, followed by a retest, and then we're looking to short. So let's just get a quick range on this. About 200 pips to the weekly. That's our next support level, which is also this upper trend line here. 200 EMA is there. Weekly, again, there's a lot of confluence in this area, so that's why it's a target. Right at 1.1 flat. What is this? 1.105, pretty much. That's what we're looking to get to. So let me just highlight what this short position could potentially look like. Something like this. We're looking to get down to this area, like we said. Okay. That would be a little bit tighter even. I would do probably a 70 pip stop to get about 180, 200 pips, roughly. So 2.84 risk reward. Very good trade. Again, we're just going to wait for those confirmations before we actually execute. We want to get below this support, this 4 hour level right here. And then we're short. And then we're making money at that point. Okay, so let's go ahead and zoom out for a second to see if this makes sense. Yep, this would look good if we got the transition here on the 4 hour. We'd play it down to the top of this trend line, which would make a lot of sense at the 78.6 fib level and weekly support. Okay, so that's EU. Let's move on to EJ, and then I'm going to cover gold for you guys. All right, so EJ is similar. It's just a little more dramatized as far as, you know, the amount of pips that are being covered because it's EJ. It's a more volatile pair than EU. So let's zoom out for a second, get an understanding of the overall sentiment. Very bearish, large bearish channel, a lot of volume here. As expected, JPY pairs usually are very volatile. So let's go ahead and drop to the 4 hour. So we know it's bearish on the daily. We're going to take a look at more current price action. Very, very strong 4 hour bullish trend. Okay. So we saw this major resistance level tested right at 1235, 123.5. Very sharp reversal. This is pretty textbook. It looks like a little head and shoulders in here as well. I would have liked these shoulders to be a little more pronounced, but nonetheless, still a reversal. And it actually broke the support at 38.2. Tested as resistance, gave us a gigantic evening star. So it's looking like a confirmed transition. We just want to wait for a few more confirmations before we can short this. So a short-term play. The first part of this trade would be, you know, another test of this level here, right where the weekly is. Lower time frame, lower high confirmed, you know, again by an evening star. A lower time frame, evening star, bearish engulfing, exhaustion, something like that. So this is what this trade would look like right here. So we're looking to get about 150 pips on this one, 150 pips, and then we're gonna use about a 60, probably a 70 pip stop loss. Okay, so it's gonna be just over 2x risk reward. This is the first part of the trade. Okay, so this would confirm if it came back, gave us a lower high on a lower time frame, gave us those bearish confirmations. This would be the first part of the trade. We target simply down towards 119.85. That's fine. But if it breaks this level here, if it breaks 119.85, this could be a much larger move. So what we'd be looking for is a lower high, literally following these blue arrows here. This would be the ideal trade path. We want to see 119 break, come back for a retest, confirm lower high in this area. So massive wicks, evening star again, bearish setups, bearish engulfings, exhaustion, stuff like that. That's what you want to see. Also a test of the MAs, that would count. Then we could enter again and then target much lower down towards our monthly, around 116.5. Right, stop loss would be a little tighter on this one, probably just over 60 pips, 70 pips, somewhere in there. And this would be a 4.4 risk reward, potentially even a little bit less, around just over 4x risk reward. So this could be a massive trade. Again, we're just following price action. We can see that this is a potential reversal. We could have the start of a 4-hour bearish trend here, which is why we're taking these shorts and just following these lower highs. We're just entering on lower high after lower high, following confirmation and targeting major support as our TPs, okay? So that's EJ. And finally, I'm gonna cover gold for you guys before Angelo gets into some of the majors. So again, guys, we're gonna jump to the daily just to establish sentiment. We always do this because we're trend traders. We just follow price action in the trend. So this is very bullish, as we can see. So naturally, we're looking for long setups, okay? So let's drop to the 4-hour. We can see that this level was the most significant for recent price action. This monthly right here at 1675 was massive resistance, finally broke, turned into massive support. And we've been consolidating for quite a while. We've been getting these little pushes. The highest we've seen so far is 1765, but we are looking to get to the 1800 handle and potentially beyond. So right now it's looking like we have a break of this. So this was a 4-hour little bearish channel here. There's another trend line here. I don't have it highlighted, but it is, breaking out of it, and it's looking more bullish now. So we do have a bit of a 4-hour bullish trend going on. We're breaking through, lower highs. We're racing lower highs. We're getting above MAs, crossing the 200 EMA, finding support at that level again, and breaking these structure levels at 1695 and 1720. So this is looking pretty good so far. And right now it's consolidating. Again, very good. So what we want to see is either a quick pullback to the 38.2. This would be a really good chance to form structure, pull back through the MAs, and then give us a moving average cross on a bullish setup, meaning a morning star, bullish engulfing, seller's exhaustion, maybe even a touch of this 200 EMA before it rockets off. So this would be really nice. It's kind of like, think of it like a slingshot. We want to get a pullback, EMAs, it's going to pull back through the EMAs, and it's going to slingshot higher. So we're looking for that momentum to come into the market right after we hit this 38.2 and form structure. So that would be super ideal. Or again, we could just see this kind of take off, as gold does sometimes. The momentum could just hit the market. It could just start skyrocketing and go straight to 1800. So we'll see. But again, the most ideal trade path would be this blue arrow. Quick pullback to the 38.2. Maybe just wick the 38.2, body closure at 1720, followed by massive bullish setups in confirmation. And then we're in. Then we're targeting higher. So I'll give you guys this trade layout to 1800. Okay, just like that. And then, so this is going to be a massive trade. Even if I'm all the way down here, my stop loss can be all the way down here and still fit our rules at 2 risk to reward. Remember, that's the minimum we like to use for an entry. So this could be all the way down here, 400 pip stop, which is crazy. I mean, I wouldn't do that. It would simply be outside this, higher low once it formed. So this could actually be a pretty tight stop, about 100 pips, and you're looking at an 8-0 risk to reward. So this could be a massive trade, guys. Definitely keep an eye on the analysis channel because I'll be updating this one throughout the week as it plays out. Okay, so quick recap. I covered DXY, AU, AJ, EU. Oh, look, it's going right now. Look at that. Look at that. AJ, dumping. Boom.
Dumping.
So AJ, EU, EJ, kind of similar. And then gold. That's what I got for you guys. I'm going to pass it off to Angelo. And he's going to get into some of the majors. Hope you all enjoyed it.
Okay. So let's hop over. Got everybody in the chat. No sound. Yeah, Marco, just check your sound. Check your sound, bro. Check yourself. Let's hop on to my charts and see what's up. Boom. Can you guys hear me okay? Oil. We're actually not trading oil, my friend. No oil.
Yeah, no problem, guys. Happy to do the analysis. So I'll do an oil analysis maybe later today. I'll put it in the Discord. So make sure you're in the Discord, all right? I'm not going to cover it right now because the majors are a little more important. Commodities, other than gold, we tend to not do on Sunday Market Blitz.
Yeah, no, looks like we've got oil marked up. We're just not going to do it on this live session.
Right.
We've got a little chart marked up. You can go into analysis, check it out.
Yep, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So let's hop over to all of the major pairs. If you guys want to enter in this $20 giveaway, just post up into the chat your Discord name. So in the chat, just post your Discord name. After this, I'll get you entered. There has been an update. We're also going to be able to do a free trial on Signals. There has been an update. We're going to be able to do a free trial on Signals. It's going to be 1 week. 1 week, you guys get a free trial, and then after that, you'll get billed. So we're going to announce that later on this week, probably on Tuesday. I just got an update about that. So we'll get more into that. Let's talk about GU right now. So, yeah, drop your name in the chat if you guys want in on the giveaway. And AJ since last week. Yeah, AJ's is fire. So let's start on GU. Let's hop up to the monthly, what I'm looking at. Monthly time frame, we're below this monthly level resistance. We could potentially get back down to this level, all the way down here, down to the weekly. Weekly time frame has been bearish, for quite some time. We're still below this level. We've been forming lower lows, lower highs, retested this low. Let's focus in more right here as to what's going on. Get down to the daily. Daily time frame broke bullish. We still see Nick's screen. Share screen.
Is that better, guys? I know. I just stopped sharing. Sometimes it does the double thing still. Better, guys? Can you see Angelo's? You should be able to see GU right now.
It does. It's cool now. All right, cool. So, yeah, I'm on GU. I'm starting up. I cannot hear nothing. Marco, that's on you, bro. That's on you. We're up. Check your settings. Zoom can be tricky with the settings. You got to make sure if you got headphones in or something that they're connected the right way. If you go on the bottom, you can figure it out.
Sometimes make sure it's not mute. If you have a Mac, sometimes you mute it and not know. I gotta turn the air up. It's hot.
Yeah, no problem. So again, GU starting up. On the weekly time frame, we're in a downtrend for damn sure. As I come to the daily, I look. Daily broke bullish. This was our lower high that had formed from our fibs. We actually broke bullish, so I can remove this. So this is, I don't want you guys to get confused. This happened previously. where we broke bullish and then we started descending again, you know, based on a level that we had hit. So I want to focus in on right here. You know, I want to focus in on this area right now. Pretty much last week we were looking for one of two situations, either a retest of this line and a bounce, or a break back below and a retest and then short. So we just got that break below, retest. You know, we're waiting on that. Down to the 4 hour. So let's get one thing straight. The weekly is bearish. The monthly is bearish. The daily is bullish. The 4 hour is bullish. The 1 hour is bearish, right? But we're going to focus on the 1 hour. You know, we're going to focus on the 1 hour right now, considering the level that we're at on the weekly. I'm trying to get with this weekly trend. On the 1 hour, we just broke structure. We made this high, made this higher low, made this high, higher low, high. We broke that, retested, had a little entry on Friday on this. Don't normally trade on Friday, so I didn't put this one in the chat, but this was a really good trade. And now we're looking for another, you know, our next lower high. We need a pullback similar to this. I'll bring out our famous, you know, world famous bars patterns. You know, we're looking for something similar to this. Pull up on them. You know what I'm saying? Little retest. Boom. Fall through. So this is what we're looking for right now in GU. I'm down on the 1 hour. That is the analysis that I put out. So we're just waiting for an entry. You know, this will be signaled. This will be in the signals chat when we're ready to put that one up. Let's go over to UCAD next. You know, UCAD all the way up to the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame, we were falling from these highs. Then we hit this level, daily level of support that I marked. This isn't anything crazy, you know what I'm saying? I just marked this based on resistance, 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 a little bit of support here, dragged it across, came back into that area, liquidity, grabbed a lot of orders, pulled back up. You know what I'm saying? So it's not rocket science out here, what's going on. Weekly is bullish. Daily time frame broke bearish. You know, we made this low. Now we're pulling back on the daily time frame. We're at a very key level right now. Let's shift down to the 4 hour. You know, 4 hour is still bearish. And why is that? This is the lower high. This is a lower high. This needs to break on the 4 hour to turn bullish. You know what I'm saying? 1 hour. 1 hour has turned bullish. You know, 1 hour has turned bullish. So since our weekly sentiment is bullish, this 1 hour right now is bullish. I am looking to see if this 1 hour trend continues. And where can I see my next entry opportunity? Even right now, you know, there's potential entry opportunity at the moment, you know, right now. Say we were to enter right now, I would simply put my stops below this level, a little bit wide, you know what I'm saying? But this is more of an intraday to swing. And then what would I target? I would target back up to these levels right there, boom, daily. So this 1 hour time frame would have to trend. And then if we look at our fibs that are marked, you know, just hit 38.2. We would also, this 61.8 projection lines up pretty well with this analysis as well. So this is a potential trade too. This is a potential trade on UCAD, you know, that we could take. So we're going to wait on this. Maybe I'll signal this after the session, you know, we'll see. So that's UCAD. I'm just going to move this up. Potential trade. Let's go to USEF. Start up on the monthly. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let's go, Marco. That's my boy. I can hear now.
Hey.
Let's get it. It's a fucking miracle, bro. Got your ears.
Recorded though. Also, good point. This is always recorded and put on YouTube for your review.
Got your ears back. I like that. So yeah, no, this is, like Nick said, good point. You know, this is always recorded. You guys want to review, you know, pop over to YouTube afterwards. This will be on. This will be on there. So this is USEF. USEF broke bearish, broke below this level right here. You know, we just retested this weekly level of support, which is major on the weekly time frame. Look at this wick last week. You know, huge wick. I expect some sort of pullback here. You know, going along with our USD being you know, potentially bullish this week. Let's bump over to DXY. Huge doji. You know, huge spinning top candle right here. So we could potentially see a pullback, you know, on DXY right now, daily engulfing, 1 hour, break a structure. You know, so we'll see. We'll see if all this structure holds up right now on DXY. You know, definitely need to prove to us that that trend will be continuing. But back to you, Seth. No oil analysis. Check Discord.
Oh,
Yeah, just
no.
check Discord. You know what I'm saying? In the analysis tab, it's under WTI. I think this is supposed to say oil. You know what I'm saying? WTI COUS. So you guys can check that out. See what's up.
I'll even drop it in Zoom right
now. So on the weekly last week, huge wick, rejecting this weekly level support. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking for a pullback. Let's go to the daily time frame. Very bearish. If we go over my analysis, I posted pretty much be saying the same things I'm saying now. That's pretty much what we're reviewing. Part of the Discord. If you guys want in signals, you know what I'm saying, we'll go over at the end what the deal is right now with that. We'll stick to the analysis for now. So down to this daily time frame, we are bearish, you know what I'm saying? But we just formed this morning star right here. Boom, some exhaustion. So we're pulling back right now. Let's hit down to the 4 hour. 4 hour, obviously still bearish in the sense that lower lows, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So, these time frames still very much bearish. And then we come down to the 1 hour, and the 1 hour is still looking bearish as well. So my read right now on USEF, isn't anything too crazy. I need to see a little bit more action. Everything's telling me that this thing could potentially looking to form another lower high right now. But there's really just not enough structure on any time frame for me to take entries without them being fairly aggressive. Like, let's go back through up to the daily. Bearish, we broke below this red zone. Now we're pulling back. It could be similar to this right here. 4 hour. Like I just went over, lower lows and lower highs formed. Could our next lower high be right here? This level up here. This looks like a potential level based on these little pullbacks. I'll be looking to see how price reacts when it comes up there. So we're going to be pretty patient on USEF. I'm going to actually move this down a little bit, put this to red. Red means that it's still in a higher time frame. Not looking for entries yet. Oh, NU is looking like a potential short like right now. On the weekly, we're bearish. We're in a bearish confluence zone. We just retested it. We made that low, retested here. Daily time frame, you know what I'm saying? Pulled all the way back. Sound keeps cutting out. Ooh. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, it sounds okay. It might be a connection issue. That happens sometimes.
You guys hear me good? Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, it does. The connection does happen sometimes with certain people. All right, cool.
I'm on
yeah, sometimes happens to Nick. His connection goes in and out. So down to the daily, yes, we did break bullish, but because we're at this, oh shit! Hold on 1 second. Because we're at this bearish confluence area, we just had this daily bearish engulfing. You know what I'm saying? As we go down to the 1 hour, I'm looking at the 1 hour and I'm like, yo, this 1 hour. And this actually looks like a nice trade right now.
Yeah, it does. There's a lower high there.
This looks like a solid. So this broke 1 hour structure, just formed a lower high, confirmed it again. And then it's like, what would I look for to short into? First I'd look for some levels. This would be my first level I'd target. Inevitably I'm looking to get down more into this area based on this whole entire region right here.
0.62.
You know what I'm saying?
Serious.
Yeah, this thing does look serious. Hold on 1 second. 73. Boom. What pair is this? NU.
Yep.
NZD. USD. So yeah, we got a potential position with NU right now. I want to give this one out in the signals as well. Let's see. 2.7. Boom. So yeah, we'll 648.
So just to do a quick trade summary here. He's risking 73 pips to get about 180. to 200 even, you could push it down a little more. And this is well over 2 risk rewards. This is well within our rules. This is a very high probability trade, good risk management off the bat. And this, again, this is a clean transition. You can see that red zone with support is testing as resistance. And then you can see immediately off that 200 EMA, that confirmed lower high, there's an engulfing, followed by consolidation, a whole bunch of exhaustion from the buyers. So the buyers exhaustion, so the buyers are giving up. And then the bears are stepping in. So the sellers are stepping into the market. And then we get that final bearish engulfing through the MAs, a quick retest of the MAs, evening star, and then there's like 4 or 5 bearish candles there in a row. So that's again another bearish variation, another bearish confirmation, which is showing that this is a real transition, and this may be dropping pretty significantly to the downside.
This is very true. These are facts. So yeah, we'll see what happens with this. So that's NU.
So it's kind of a freebie. I mean, you kind of just
if you guys want to take this trade, you're more than welcome to take this and see what's up with this.
So
always use 1%, on your position. If you guys want to use position size calculator.
Yep. You guys so use the app Stinu, also STINU. That's a great app to figure out what your lot size should be based on 1%. Okay, 1% of your account, that is. So this is going to be a very great trade. So again, this is this would be a 3-to-1 risk reward. So that means you're risking 1% in hopes to get 3%. Great trade.
Definitely content a financial advisor and accountant before you press the button on this trade. You know what I'm saying? We're in no way giving you guys advice based on what we know about the markets.
At the end of the day, it's you're clicking the trade yourself. It's not
Yeah, it's on you guys. So
this is.
Here's the Discord. If you guys want to get into the chat, I'll post it there. So yeah, this is NU. I'm gonna move this one up to the top. Boom. Let's go over to UJ. Oh, so UJ's out here right now. UJ's making moves. We got the daily time. Yeah, I dropped the Discord in there.
Oh, you did? Okay, perfect.
The weekly time frame on UJ is bearish. We formed last week a bearish engulfing with some exhaustion here, but still minor to me. As we get down to the daily, we are bearish in the sense that we made this lower high, retested this lower high. Now we're looking to see if we're holding this support level or if we're going to break below, all the way down to the 4-hour. 4-hour just broke structure. This is 4-hour structure, which to me is major. So that broke structure. Now we're looking for a next lower high. On the 4-hour, on the 1-hour, we're looking for the next lower high. The 1-hour just confirmed for us with this cross. So this is, I'm personally not going to take this trade, but this is another potential position right here. Just sizing this one up. Boom. So UJ is another potential position. You know what I'm saying? Getting short on this. So we'll see where life takes us with UJ. I will put that to this color. So yeah, those are all the pairs that I have to go over this week. We had NU, potential trade on there. We got UCAD, potential long on UCAD, in this area. We got GU, potential shorts coming on GU. We were kind of waiting for more confirmation on this, but this could continue to just descend. USEF, we are waiting for a more critical level to kind of show us something, on USEF, not too sure. And then UJ, potentially gonna score down again on UJ based on this move. So those are all the analysis that I personally have, this week. Nick went over, again, back up into this analysis group. You guys can go over. All of our analysis has been posted for this week. Last week, Nick did a little trade review on AJ. If you guys want to look at that, look at that. And, we do these live sessions on Sunday. Today's a little bit later because we're enjoying the Sunday. But Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we expect you guys to be back for the live sessions. We will be doing them again in the morning at 9 a.m. EST. We do them Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday again. So we will be definitely live. Right now, if you guys are interested, we got 5 spots left. Premium signals, 149, one-time fee. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys want one of the 5 spots for premium signals, just shoot me a message. You get signals chat, signals and premium analysis and fundamentals, and you get a full course as well. Which like me and Nick,
Signals, of course.
yeah, like me and Nick talk about, the course has a lot of value in it. So if you guys are interested in that, shoot us a message. I'm going to get all your Discord names. This is the last call for Discord names. If you guys want in the Discord private, giveaway, just drop your name. I'm going to also do a little thing in the chat. So look in the chat afterwards. We'll get the giveaway going in there. So just look in the chat to enter the giveaway. And for all you guys that are new, shoot me and Nick a message. Shoot me and Nick a message, preferably on Discord. Discord is where we're going to be the most active. And shoot us a message in there. We'll get it going on Discord. We'll get you guys, set up in the free community and everything. And, we'll just continue to make this the best possible group that we can. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, guys. We appreciate all you guys. I mean, you guys are what makes this thing go around. So, I mean, we're going to be here if you guys keep showing up. We promise that. So.
Fuck yeah. So we're just having a good time. So we'll see you guys in the next live session. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night or your morning, wherever the hell you guys are at. And we'll catch you guys. We'll catch you guys next time.
All right. Thanks, guys. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. See you guys on Tuesday.
Peace.